Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of my Ironman series. And as I've been hyping up in the previous episodes, I think it's finally time to start the Dragon Pickaxe grind. So without further ado, let's jump right in. A 68 Slayer at the end of the task. So I'm also very close to 69 Strength as well, which is the level I need for the Dragon Pickaxe, if you forgot. Okay, I kind of forgot to start doing Duradel after I got the levels for it. So here is my first task with this Slayer Master. Hopefully I get something good. He is known for doing a lot of dragon tasks. I'm hoping I don't get bronze dragons. That would suck. I don't want to do that right now. Speak of the devil, I got black dragons. I haven't killed those in so long, even on my main account. So I don't know what to really do here. I'm thinking of doing melee because I do need, the 69 strength, but I'm not really sure if that's good there. I guess we'll find out. Actually, it's not too bad at all. Like, the kills are fairly quick. They don't have that much HP. The only thing is it will take a while to bank everything, because I banked the bones and the hides, and any extra drops that may come up. But I'm liking it so far. There we go! 69 strength! We're done! I have all the skill levels now for Woggothik Sleeps. I actually forgot I do need my attack and strength skills to add up to 130, so I can access the Warriors Guild that is needed for that quest. Nice. I just need 100 more quest points though, so I'm really far off. But more importantly, I got the level for Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf, which is what I've been hyping up all this time. We can finally go do that. You know what? I'm like halfway done with this task, and I totally forgot I can be making porters to make it a lot easier to manage the banking. Why did I not think of this? I used porters earlier in the series. Oh god. Alright, the task is done. Time to grab the 20th. Hope it's a good one. Ugh, 140 blood velds. That is disgusting. I think I've had that like 2 or 3 times already. Okay, I just got under 30k to 70 strength. What this means is when I finish the quests I have to do, I will get 70 strength as a reward. So that means I'll be at a level where I'm comfortable with, and I can switch over to attack training when I use melee, and work on getting that up. My melee stats have definitely lagged behind my other combat stats, because I camped for the other ones. Well, more so camped range. I didn't really camp mage, but I kind of want to keep them somewhat balanced. Alright, so for the quests I have to do, there are 4 of them, I think. And the first one we have to do is the Dwarf Cannon quest. That's done. I do now have the cannon unlocked for the future. Not sure if I'll be using that anytime soon, because I sure as hell will not be making my own cannonballs. But if I ever do Corp or something, I may find myself some cannonballs where it would be viable. Because, I really want to use them at, Dark Beasts, because it's really good. It's going to take a long time before I get to 90 Slayer, but it's something to look forward to, I guess. The next quest I gotta do is Between a Rock. Actually, I'm not going to lie. The graphics here are actually pretty cool, especially for how old this shit is. I think this came out in, 2004. And then this pile of fuck over here shows up. It totally doesn't match. And what? That was anticlimactic? What is this quest? It was a roller coaster of emotions. I don't even know what happened. Anyway, quest is now done. Got me up to 54 smithing, which is actually one of my lowest stats. I do have to keep it higher than my summoning, so I can keep up with the Tears of Guthix on that skill. And speaking of that, guys, I absolutely have no idea how to train smithing, effectively or efficiently on Ironman. I know you can do Artisan's Workshop and do the iron ingots, or maybe even the mithril ingots. I do have a lot of mithril ore, but it's kind of slow to me. I don't think it's fast enough. Is that just how the skill is? Any experienced Ironman out there that knows a good way of getting from 54 to 70-ish smithing, please tell me. I have no idea, and any advice would help, because I really want to get the skill up. I do need, I think, 70 for QBD eventually anyway, for the Royal Crossbow. So again, let me know down in the comments. Well, enough of that jazz. It's time for the next quest, and this is Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. Perfect character dialogue, I swear. You're telling me. Alright, we're pretty much done with that shit. I had enough fun with the stupid, cart maze thing. But this quest really wasn't all that bad. It was 40 minutes of just waiting for your hops and your ale to be ready. But either way, it was pretty straightforward. And yeah, didn't get any level from the experience, but we are now only 1 quest away. Shit, I gotta get up to level 61 firemaking. I completely forgot I needed that. I'm currently 56, so not too far off. Just gonna quickly grind this one out. I'll be back when it's all said and done. Cool, just hit level 61. The 5 levels were a nice AFK break from all that quest grinding. But yeah, I guess let's go and do the Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf quest. Oh my god. I was just bored, and I decided to go grab an Obsidian Cape at the Tazar's place, because a lot of people have just repeatedly been telling me, yo, go get the Obsidian Cape, it's really good. And I didn't really want to get it, but fuck it, decided to come here, and looky here, I actually got one in like 5 minutes. I was just going to be camping here for the Tokal drops, or Tokal, whatever the fuck you call them, which I need like 90k of that to buy a cape, but I guess I got the cape really quickly. It saves me time from grinding the remainder of the currency. But another thing that motivated me to come here is the Obsidian Charm drops, which I do need for Lava Titans in the future, which give you a mining boost. We did it. The Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf is complete. As I said, I got the 70 strength, and I also got a fire making level. So yeah, you guys can pretty much guess what's going to happen now. It's time to start that really long grind for the pickaxe. It's about time. Wish me luck. I have heard horror stories of Ironman going well over 30 hours for this piece of shit. So hopefully this isn't too terrible, but I'm sure I will enjoy my time here. Let's go. Alright, we just started, and I already got a level 76 HP. Definitely a good start. Ooh, 63 attack. And going along with that, I do want to explain kind of like my setup here. So, as you guys saw in previous episodes, I spent a lot of time getting the Charming Imp, the Bone Crusher, and the Split Dragon Tooth Necklace. And the reason I got all those items was strictly for this. It makes this place so much better. You don't have the annoying bones. And then with the Split Dragon Tooth Necklace and the Bone Crusher, you have unlimited prayer. The Charming Imp makes your life easy, and it's just a great set of items if you're ever planning on going here. Main or an Ironman, doesn't matter. But as you can see, I am training attack. The plan is to get 75 attack by the time I hit the Dragon Pickaxe, because that will be the level I need for the Sun Spear quests, I believe, and to wield the original Sun Spear. It's also just not a bad attack level anyway, and I'm sure we can do it, because if it does take me, 30 hours, I'm going to go way farther than 75 attack. I do want to mention, too, that as you can see, I am collecting all of the muddy keys, which, if you're unaware, they were reworked back when the wilderness tasks came out, and because of that, they give you a ton of GP, so they're very important to pick up if you're an Ironman, at least at my stage. I am so happy I got the Piety Prayers. With the Unlimited Prayer, this gives you a ton of DPS boost. So yeah, the dungeoneering I did in episode 11 was probably the most important thing I've ever done on this account. It makes this place so chill, but because of my low general stats, I do have to bank quite frequently because they kind of just rip through me. They really do. Alright, I finished the first trip and I realized I wasn't prepped correctly. It's time for another trip. This time I brought a gem bag. I totally forgot that they dropped gems, so this will deal with that. And I also brought with me the See This Side and the Wildy Sword for teleports. This should be all I need now for the trips. Yeah, the attack levels just keep on coming, guys. I started this place with 62, and now we're at 66, which allows me to use the Massacre Ultimate, I think. It's not too bad, but not too amazing, so I'm probably not going to use it. I rarely even Zerk here because of how much damage I take, so I'm mainly just focusing on thresholds and making sure I hit as many of them as possible. I try to lure them all together and use my AoE thresholds like Quake and Hurricane. But yeah, with my stats, the Cast Wogers have such high defense, it's kind of annoying, but apparently none of the styles are better than the other on these guys, so even though they're magic users, melee would be the same accuracy if it's the same tier as mage, I guess. And I know maging here probably would be a bit faster than my melee right now, but again, like I said, I do want to train the melee. It would be more beneficial because I use mage everywhere else. Same with range, I use that way more often than melee. And yeah, the Dragon Halberd is kicking ass here. I'm so glad I got it. It really, really shines here. Alright, I just wanted to take a wee break from killing the guys, and yeah, I'm currently sitting at 1,000 kills between the three monsters, as you can see. Ignore the total kill amount for any time I show you these pictures, because this is from the Rune Metrics, which I actually bought on my Ironman for a month. But But I'm only buying it for these guys because it's like the only way to accurately track how many kills you get for each of the creatures. You can't really count prayer because then you're killing the other creatures that don't drop the Dragon Pickaxe. But yeah, it adds up to about 1,000, so this is how I'm keeping track with that. And as you can see, I am focusing the Cannoneers the most, mainly because I would like to get as many hand cannons as possible, because they give you 7 exploding components, which are used for the Crackling perk for Invention. Very, very useful. Anyway, though, as you can see with my drops so far, I think I'm doing quite well for myself. Best part, obviously, is the stack of Muddy Keys, as I mentioned. But yeah, sadly, I do not have any hand cannons yet, which is kind of unfortunate. And speaking of hand cannons, finally, I got my first hand cannon drop. That took like 550 cannoneer kills. Like, I feel like that's a bit unlucky. It's nice to finally see one. And they do beam with my current beam settings, which might be a bit of a troll, because they updated the graphics of the cannons to better match the ones in-game on the actual creatures. So they have like a bit of a red trim on the bottom, which at certain angles, it kind of fucks with your mind, and you see a Dragon Pickaxe. Alright, the luck is just rolling in. I just got another one, like 5 minutes later. Damn, dude. A 70 attack, which means I can use the Varix Flail that I got all those episodes ago. Like, I think episode 4? 5? I don't really know. It was a long time ago. I haven't done barrows in a long time. But I'm feeling it probably won't be as good as a Dragon Halberd here, even though it is, level 70 instead of 60, because the Halberd has a greater distance for attacks. So you have a much greater range with your area of effect attacks, and that's why the tier 90 Noxious Scythe is so good, because it acts like a Halberd. Same with the Dragon Rider Lance. So if anything, guys, I'm sure the Varix Flail won't really be as good as the Dragon Halberd here, but I still want to go test it out. Yeah, as I predicted, I much prefer the Halberd here, but definitely the Varix Flail will be a great weapon to use on Slayer tasks or something. Places that don't need a giant range for AoE attacks with melee. And I am keeping that voice crack in the video. God damn it. Okay guys, I'm going to let this clip speak for itself. Yeah, as you guys saw, I got the Dragon Pickaxe finally. Yeah, there was no audio because of possible copyright. I'm not gonna fuck with that, just to be safe. So sorry about that. But yeah, as for the amount of kills this took, the moment of truth, guys. Did I get lucky? Did I go dry? It actually was pretty on par with the drop rate. If you're unaware, the Dragon Pickaxe, it has a 1 in 5,000 drop rate from all 3 of the creatures, no matter which one. So essentially, 5,000 kills is the drop rate for the pickaxe. As you can see, 4838 kills. Again, ignore the total amount because it counts other creatures as well. Yeah, I am actually ecstatic that I wasn't lucky and I wasn't dry. I am perfectly fine with this. It means I trained enough here where I got a good amount of experience and it wasn't just like awful grinding being dry. And if you're wondering how long the 5,000 kills took, it took me around 12 hours, I think. That's an estimate, I'm not really sure, but it seemed like I did it like 3 hours one day off stream, and then I think I did 9 hours of it on my 12-hour stream. Yeah, I'm sure you guys want to go see what I got from all of this. It's kind of like I'm making a loot from 5,000 video, but anyway, looking at all of these spoils from the kills, other than the obvious Dragon Pickaxe, there are a lot of promising drops that you get. As I've mentioned several times, the Muddy Keys are going to be so good, which I will go do later in the video, don't worry. I ended up with 12 hand cannons, which isn't as many as I wanted, and I don't think I'm lucky with those or anything. I feel like I'm a bit under rate, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure about the drop rate for them, but it'll still be a nice amount of components. I think that's 94 if my math isn't garbage. Yep, it was garbage. It's actually 84. You're a fucking idiot, Tyler. Yeah, you also get hand cannon shots, which I forgot to mention, on the right of the Dragon Pickaxe. I can sell those to the general store, any general store actually, for 150 each, which essentially means that is 885k GP sitting right there. You can also disassemble them, but their components are kind of lame, and I'd rather take the cash right now. Another thing, look at the runes as well. That will save me a lot of money from buying those the normal way or actually just runecrafting them. And it's a good assortment of them. I have a lot of law runes now for teleports. I didn't really have any Before this, I had like 50 and I was running low and I didn't want to go buy any because I'm lazy. Okay, I'm currently editing the video, and again, like in the episode with Aberrant Spectres, this guy says he's lazy and he just did 12 hours of goddamn Dragon Pickaxe grinding. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Why do you watch this shit? But that was a fair amount of grinding. I'm going to go take a break and just slay for a bit for the remainder of the episode before I deal with all of this loot. Let's go. I have a Calphite task I didn't mention after the last one I finished. The last one was really nice with rare drop table drops, so hopefully it's the same this time. You know, as I said, this is where the Varix Flail shines. Even though melee kind of sucks here because you don't have the best accuracy, I'm doing quite well for myself, I must say. I know, of course, mage is the best, but I do want to finish up the attack levels that I was working on. There we go, 75 attack. Also got a raw lobster rare drop table drop right after that. But yeah, I can't believe I've gone from like 62 attack in just this episode to 75. That's some crazy shit, guys. That's some crazy shit. Oh, I got a court summons drop. I haven't had that yet on this account. Need one for comp anyway. I don't think I'm going to do it anytime soon, but it's on my list. So let's go into detail about the muddy keys. What you can do is use them to open up the muddy chest at the end of the lava maze east of the King Black Dragon lair in the wilderness. Fun fact, it's actually a decent money-making method on non-Ironman accounts. I haven't tested it on a main account or anything, but I can assume it's like 1.5 to 2 mil an hour with pretty much no requirements. Because you can buy the keys for 10k each. You tend to get more than 10k per chest on a main account. Like, look at the type of shit you get. Nice alchables like battle staves, dragon longswords, bloodweed seeds. You also get blood runes, and the occasional crystal key. So I did elk all of the stuff that I could, and I kept the bloodweed seeds and the blood runes and the crystal keys. So as you can see, I got almost 1.8 mil in coins, which came from 6 dragon longswords, 16 battle staves, and about 1.3 mil coins. But also, I did get 7 crystal keys, which will be nice. I'm keeping those for Elf City to use on the Ironworth Hour. Normally, those bloodweed seeds would cost me 50k to get on an Ironman, or from drops from revs, but I'm not going to do those. Fuck those. So I did save almost 1 mil on that if I ever need to use them, which I will in the future for aggression potions, which will be nice for Slayer. Also, I sold all of those hand cannon shots for 885k. All of this puts me up to 3.3 million coins in my coin pouch. I think I had like 600k before I grinded for all of this. So, but yes, how did I progress the account this time around? Well, stat-wise, I increased 35 total levels, putting me up to 1835, a third of which were purely attack levels. But yeah, I'm super satisfied with how all of this went. I definitely am. And I'm just slowly getting closer to level 60 plus in all skills, and further level 70 plus in all skills. One of these episodes I'm probably just going to dedicate solely to that, but I do want to finish up all of my miscellaneous goals first. And yeah, I know I said in previous episodes I wanted to keep my episodes a bit shorter, but I just played so much for this grind over the weekend that, this episode's probably a bit long. But yeah, this is my favorite series to make, so I don't mind putting in the extra effort. If you want to talk to me in-game, join my friends chat, fatnooblet. Also, check out my links in the description where you can find my Twitch for my streams, my Twitter, my Discord server, and my Patreon. I highly recommend joining my Discord server. I'm there every single day. It's a good way to get a hold of me if you need to. Just at me in the general chat or something. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the Ironman progress. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.